want to discover the flame that hides within you? Do you want to take a journey to discover your authentic self? I am Maria Felachidou, systemic consultant and color psychodynamics practitioner. Together, we will explore ways to discover your inner flame.
Hello. Come, make yourself comfortable. Take a deep breath and relax. Welcome to the Inner Flame podcast. Here we discover the flame that has always been inside us, the flame of the true soul, the one you always had inside you since you were a child, since you were born. Today, we will talk about them, about those gifts you had since you were a child, those that you did not learn from somewhere, you simply were. Those gifts were not given to you by anyone. You brought them with you when you were born. Those that are so natural, so yours, that maybe you never saw them as something special. And yet, they were the most true part of you. And that's because they existed even before anyone told you who you should be. Once upon a time, you painted without caring if you were good enough. You asked, you discovered, you made up stories, you played with ideas, with sounds, with colors. And somewhere along the way, that child, the child you were then, was hidden. Somewhere between the obligations, the voices, the roles you played as you grew up. Maybe you forgot those gifts, but they were never lost. They just remained dormant inside you, waiting for you to see them again. Our gifts, no matter how natural they are, often fade over the years. We learn to be practical, not to dream too much, and to make the right choices. And yet, deep down, the inner storm continues to roar. Our inner Hephaestus continues to chisel his creations, and Hermes, the eternal player, waits for the moment to fly again, to play again. Do you remember how you were as a child? What enchanted you then? What excited you? What made you lose track of time? What did you do without caring if it was right, if it had a result, if someone would judge you, if anyone would accept you? Maybe you painted for hours. Maybe you told stories to your friends. Maybe you danced, or you created things with your hands. Maybe you even looked at the sky and the stars in the night, or you even imagined whole worlds out there. These were your gifts. Your natural language, the channel through which your soul spoke to the world. These are the children's eyes inside you. It is a path that will lead you to your gifts. Like the fairy tale with Hansel and Gretel, who left little crumbles to find their way back home. these crumbles left from your inner child will become the path to lead you to your gifts once again. Somewhere along the way, you may have lost this path. Maybe someone told you that it doesn't make sense, that it won't lead you anywhere, and so you kept them inside you. Do you remember that trunk we were talking about in the first episode? But no matter how much people told you to forget them, your gifts cannot be lost. They are like flames burning under the ash, waiting for you to breathe, to bring those gifts back to life. In this episode, we will see how to find the child inside you again through two mythical figures that know very well what it means to be different and yet to carry a unique light inside you. Hephaestus and Hermes. Let's talk first about Hephaestus. Once upon a time, long before people lit a fire for the first time, a different child was born in Olympus. His mother was Hera, the queen of the gods. When she saw that her child was different, that he did not look like the others, that he did not have the perfect beauty that one would expect from a god of Olympus, she could not bear to look at his imperfections. So, his own mother, Hera, rejected him. With one toss, she threw him out of Mount Olympus. He fell for days. The wind tore his little body, and when he finally hit the ground, the light went out. Imagine to be rejected for the way you look, before you even have time to show who you are on the inside. No one looked for him, but there, in the bottom of the sea, the water nymphs called Nereids found him. They took him to their cave and took care of him and his wounds. From his fall, unfortunately, he became crippled. There, in the silence and loneliness, in the darkness, the child that was once rejected started playing with fire. He started creating. He took metals, stones, fire, and created beautiful things, decorations, shields, weapons, but above all, art that no one else could have imagined. He did not create to prove something. He listened and followed the flame that was inside him. He did not learn how to create. He remembered it. Through rejection, he found his gift, and that gift was light. Well, after all, his name comes from the Greek word phos, which means to illuminate, and histor, which means knowledgeable. Therefore, Hephaestus was born with a gift of the knowledge of light. He was enlightened, in other words. After many years, when the gods discovered his work, they called him back to Mount Olympus, as if nothing happened. But then Hera saw in front of her a master, a creator, a god. Not the child she rejected, but the light that could not be extinguished. And they accepted him with open arms. Hephaestus, the god of fire and transformation, the god of creation, the artist of the gods, the one who gave form to flames, not to destroy, but to give birth. Really now, how many times have you felt rejected? rejected by a criticism, a label, a comparison, that you are too much or too little for the world around you. And yet, there, in the ashes, uniqueness is born. Hephaestus reminds us that the gift is not something you receive, it is something you recover when you accept your uniqueness. Rejection, doubt, loneliness are often the furnaces where our authenticity is forged. Hephaestus reminds us that the greatest gifts are born right where we once hurt. And fire is not punishment, it's cleansing. It is the memory of the soul that remembers who it is. Like Hephaestus, through fire and metal, so you too, through your experiences, shaped yourself. But it's time to find your gifts again. These gifts are not lost, they are simply hidden until you remember where you hid them. Close your eyes for a moment and remember, what part of you did you try to hide but always wanted to be expressed? Now it's Hermes' turn. Hermes, the child who knew how to play, the child of Mea and Zeus, the child who was born with wings on his feet and a smile on his lips, a poet, a joker, a player. From the first day in his life, he had already made plans. They say that as soon as he was born, he escaped his cradle. Going around, he saw Apollo's flock, and curiosity awoke in him. What would happen if, he thought. And simply as that, he stole them. The little god of ingenuity, he hid the ship's traces, climbed to the mountain, and before nightfall, he had already created the lyra. He used a tortoise shell and strings made from animal intestines. He sat there on a rock and played the lyra as if nothing happened. When Apollo came looking for his flock of sheep and found Hermes, he was impressed that the little god stole his sheep. Little Hermes did not apologize. He just played music for Apollo, and the god of the sun smiled. Instead of getting angry, he admired him. Such a small child, almost a baby, managed to make him laugh. He saw in him the spirit of playfulness, of intelligence, of communication, the light of the sun itself. And so he gave him his staff, which had 2 serpents twined around it, the caduceus, and he gave him also a place among the Olympian gods. And so Hermes became the messenger of the gods, the one who could travel everywhere, to heaven, to earth, to Hades, to the Elysian fields, everywhere. What a child! No one else had this gift, to travel between worlds, to find a way where others only saw obstacles. Hermes reminds us of that spark that does not know fear, the natural intelligence, the curiosity. When we connect again with this part, we find again the spontaneous joy of creation. Hermes is the energy of joy, of wisdom, of purity, of playful mischief, perhaps, I would say otherwise. It is the spark that makes creation fun. It is the desire to do without fear of failure. When we grow up, we forget to play. We forget to laugh at our mistakes, to enjoy the process. And yet, this child inside us still exists. He is waiting for us to call him back on stage. Hermes reminds us of something simple. Your gifts do not have to be serious. It can be your ability to communicate, to bring laughter, to connect people, to find solutions where others see no way out. Hermes is the voice of the child inside you that does not stop playing. When you start the game again, you will find that talent again. And when you find your talent again, joy is born again. And sometimes the wisest thing to do is to play. Now came one of my favorite moments in this podcast. A little vision how to meet the child inside us. If you want, take a deep breath with me and close your eyes. Feel your body relaxing with each breath more and more. Allow yourself to relax. Imagine that you're walking inside an old workshop. The walls are breathing light. In the depth, you hear the rhythmic beat of a hammer. Hephaestus is working. Sparks fly around him. Small explosions of creation. Each spark is a memory of a special talent, a forgotten ability. Go deeper into this workshop. Go deep inside this cave. And there you see in a corner there is a child. It looks at you. It looks at you and smiles. And then you realize that this child is you. Go closer to it. Go near. The child holds something. It has something in its hands. Maybe it's a color, maybe it's an object or a symbol. Stretch out your hand and accept it. It's your gift. It's a gift you've always had, and it's time to remember. The child says to you, I was never lost. I was just waiting for you to remember how to play again. Thank the child for the gift. And as you're walking outside the workshop, outside the cave, you can see Hephaestus and Hermes smiling at you. One is holding the fire, and the other is caduceus, and between them, your own light shines. Once you have stepped out of the workshop, when you are ready, take a deep breath and slowly come back. Feel your body, feel yourself, Feel where you are sitting, where you are lying down, and slowly open your eyes. So, Hephaestus and Hermes are two flames of the same inner light. The one is the power of creation through pain. The other is the joy of discovery through play. And you're somewhere in between. Inside you, there is the artist, the one who turns the experience into art, creating a better version of yourself. And there's also the messenger, the one who transmits the message, the one who finds ways to communicate your light. Your gift contains a combination of the two, different and unique for each of us. This combination can again bring to the surface your authenticity, your inner flame. Close your eyes for a while. Let an image come from when you were a child. What enchanted you? What made you forget time? To spend a day without even realizing it. That's where your gift is. Maybe it's small, maybe it's something simple, but this is your spark. This is a piece of your inner flame. Take care of it. Give it space. Play with it like Hermes did. And when the time comes, chisel it inside your inner flame, just like Hephaestus. Because the gifts you carry as a child are the gifts you came to offer to the world. And this gift is still waiting for you to open it, to offer it with all your joy, with all your fire, with all your flame. If any of these spoke to your soul, keep it. Mark it in your inner flame diary. Write it down in your inner flame diary. This week, I suggest you do something you loved when you were a child, something small but yours. Sing, paint, craft something, play, dance for no reason without anyone seeing you, without anyone watching you. Speak with that voice that was forgotten, because every time you return to this child, your inner child, you find again, you rediscover the flame that brought you here. And when your flame shines, you will remember. You don't have to become someone. Just remember who you are, who you were then, before you forgot. Know that Hephaestus and Hermes will gladly welcome you, one with his hands full of light and the other with his laughter, to remind you that your flame never went out. It just waits for you to discover it. If something in you lit up, if you felt like remembering a part of yourself, keep it alive. Thank you very much for being here on Inner Flame Podcast. If you liked this episode, share it with someone who may need it. And of course, you can follow me on social media or contact me with a message or an email to continue this discussion and this journey together. Until the next episode, remember, your flame never went out. It just waits for you to rekindle it. It waits for you to discover it.
You've been listening to the Inner Flame podcast, with systemic consultant and color psychodynamics practitioner Maria Felachidou. Search for this podcast on Spotify and follow Inner Flame on Instagram and Facebook.